Hello and welcome to this episode of the Mixtape podcast. This is where we take a deep dive into the inspirations and influences of my guest as I ask them to select 6 tracks for their imaginary mixtape. Track 1 is an attention grabber. Track 2 is a song they sing in the car or the shower. Track 3 is a cover version. For track 4, I'll ask them to pick a song they wish they could have played to their 18-year-old selves. Track 5 is a song they would use to woo someone. Track 6 is a track that my guest feels doesn't get the attention or recognition that it deserves. If you'd like to support the creation of this podcast, it's patreon.com/mixtape podcast, or you can check out the link in the description below. You can join for free or subscribe for as little as $2 a month. There's lots of other Patreon-only content on there, including the opportunity to ask guests a question and to have a personalised mixtape playlist curated by yours truly. There's lots of other ways you can support me, a like or a follow on social media. Again, there's links in the description for that. Or if you are listening on Spotify, you can smash the follow icon or you can rate the podcast. All of these little things go a long way towards growing the platform, and I really, really appreciate it. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello and welcome to today's mixtape, episode 99, right here on KCR 102.5 FM and for the mixtapepodcast.com. Joining me today, it's Pete Murray. How are you, mate?
I'm good, thanks, mate. Number 99, didn't quite make 100.
No. So, yeah, what I'm doing is, so the reason the show is called The Mixtape and the reason I'm so passionate and into music now is I got given a mixtape when I was 16, 17 years old. And the guy who gave me that mixtape is going to be the guest for episode 100. So, yeah, so that's a special one. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to bringing that one. Okay, but this is about you, though, Pete. We're talking about you, mate. So, new single, I'm Fire. Really powerful song. I really enjoyed it. Tell us a little bit about your songwriting inspirations for that song, mate.
Yeah, well, look, over the last couple of years, it's been hard to ignore the wars that have been happening overseas, Ukraine and Israel. And I've been inspired. This song is inspired by the people that are just seen saving others, people that are getting into the danger zone and looking up for other people that are standing up against regimes, people that stand up for humanity and are prepared to die for it. So for me, they're the real heroes. They don't have guns. They're just getting in and saving people, and all they want is peace. And most people do want peace. So that was really the inspiration behind that, was the people that are doing those heroic acts and trying to describe artistically what they are feeling, what they're going through at the moment that they've made that decision to do that.
Amazing video as well. Again, very powerful video clip. I'll put a link in the description. If you're listening on the podcast or the YouTube channel, there'll be a link in the description to the video for that. Who did you work with on that, mate? A very simple sort of concept, but really powerful.
Yeah, there's two good friends of mine. David Blackley, who is an Aussie guy, but he's based in Holland now, and he was back in Australia to start doing this with me. And Nick White is from Melbourne. So Nick shot the footage of me, and then Dave was getting the other footage from what we needed to put that together. And then towards the end, I was doing some shows, so I jumped back in with Nick and finished off the final edit with the other stock footage, basically.
The bit that really hit me in the video is the home birth, the water birth, right at the very end there. Because my daughter was a home birth, and it was a really significant moment in my life. And obviously my wife's wife as well. Yeah, that really chugged me up, that bit.
That's also the inspiration, is just being a mum and dad, people that actually are there to look after other people as well. And they're also heroes of the world, aren't they? What they do for their... Yeah. That lady, Dana, was actually a friend of Nick's who shot the video. So it's the footage that he shot. Amazing. Yeah, right. And when that comes around, he's just holding the baby. It's incredible. Hey, you start tearing up, just the love in that.
Yeah. 100%. I'm getting goosebumps now just thinking about it. So you are about to embark on a 55-date national tour, Pete. Solo acoustic tour. It's the first time you've ever toured that way, is that right?
First time in Australia. I've done it overseas before.
Yeah.
Solo shows that but just never done this in this country. Yeah, first time in Australia doing a solo acoustic, and it's also the largest tour that I've ever done before as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of dates. I won't rattle them all off, but I'll just go through the Perth and WA shows real quick. Kicking off the WA leg, 22nd of July in Kalgoorlie. Then it's Merredin, Geraldton, Carafa, Broome, Mandurah. 31st of July is the Astor Theatre in Perth, and then down south to Margs, Albany, and finishing up in Bunbury on the 3rd of August. It's petemurray.com for all the ticket info, dates, and all that other good stuff. Do you prepare differently, Pete, for a tour like that? And when you just solo on your own, is it a sort of different process for you as you'd normally prepare for a tour?
Oh, very different. When you've got a band, you've got to get in rehearsal quite a bit and make sure that everyone's playing the song together. Where when you play solo, you've got a lot more freedom just to do what you want to do. Chop and change songs and whatever you feel. If someone yells something out, then you go for that. So it's just a matter of me going back over the old catalogue and making sure I'm across all the old songs that I want to hear. I do have my guitar tech, Brett Wood, who's also supporting me on the run, is for me. Also, he's going to jump up halfway through the show and then play some guitar as well, because he's actually been with me for 20 years now. So a lot of the guitar parts that are on some of these songs are his parts. So it's kind of interesting to have him come up and to play some of those parts that people can hear.
Yeah,
him playing.
Absolutely. It's a handy person to have on tour, two for one. And also, like, when you're on the road for that long as well, obviously you're friends, you know each other. It's good to be traveling with someone like that.
You're listening to the Mixtape.
Okay, Pete, let's drop into your mixtape track choices in. So as I explained before we started recording, the show's called The Mixtape, and I like to get guests to come on and make up like an imaginary mixtape, and I'll give you some categories and we'll have a quick chat about each one. So track one of your mixtape, Pete, is what I always do with a radio show or a playlist or wherever I do when I'm putting songs together. Track one is always an attention grabber. It's something that, like, I go in and grab people's attention with the first track. So if you were making a mixtape, what would be your sort of track one attention grabber, mate?
I'd go with one of my heroes, Neil Young, Cinnamon Girl. I think that's a pretty good track to go with for number one.
Yeah, no, so that's a great track. And what makes that an attention grabber for you?
I've always loved that song. I think Neil's playing a drop D on that, and it's a cool tune. Like, the guitar just sounds amazing, but just his melodies are pretty amazing on that too. Cinnamon Girl, I don't know. It's just from the minute I heard that song, it was just has this wildness about it. That's just, but it also beauty. The way he sings it too is great.
I'm imagining he's going to be packing him in at Glastonbury this year, headlining that festival. I'm so jealous of that. Just a quick side note as well. I interviewed Richard Clapton a while back, and he had some amazing stories of touring with Neil Young and Crazy Horse. It was so good. He was such good value. Yeah, it was such a good interview. All right, track two, Pete, of your mixtape is, what's a song that you sing when you're on your own in the car or the shower?
Okay. Whoa. There's a number of songs, probably. Let me go with Rodriguez, Crucify Your Mind.
Great choice. Absolutely love Rodriguez. Yeah.
I find it hard to just play that once. I go back and go back. It's such a great.
I was lucky enough to pick up a fairly decent first press vinyl copy of Old Fact not that long ago. Yeah, I was buzzing for that. Have you seen the movie Searching for Sugar Man? Have you seen that, Pete?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I met him at the Blues Fest here. The movie was great. Yeah, I got him to sign a sticker for me, his sticker. But just to get to hang out with him, he's such a beautiful man.
Yeah.
And Paolo Nutino, what's his name from the UK? Scottish singer.
Oh, Paolo Nutino.
That's right, Nutini. We were hanging out together with the Sugar Man, Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Paolo was just like beside himself. He was so excited to be there. But Rodriguez is such a gentle man. Hey, it was so nice to be around. Really beautiful person. And so I got to meet him at a couple of the Blues Fest I played at. So,
amazing. I know Paolo Nutini's, I've seen him do a cover version of Sugar Man, which was really good. Maybe it was inspired after that meeting. I don't know. He's a fantastic guy as well. I've seen him live a few times. He's amazing. But that's a perfect segue into track three, talking about cover versions, Pete. Track three is, what is your favourite cover version?
Ben Howard did a cover of, what's this song?
We Maybe.
That's the one. Oh, it's great. It's so good. Even just watching Ben play, smirking as he's doing it. It was really cool. I've heard that song, but I didn't take much notice of it. When Ben played, it was like, that's actually a really cool song. I'm going, what is that song? I went back and listened to it.
I can't remember the original singer's name now. It's a pop song, though, isn't it? Is it called Carly Jepsen? Carly Rae Jepsen. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great cover. Did you manage to catch Ben Howard on his last tour? He was here not that long ago.
No, I didn't see him. But Ben, we played a surf festival over in Cornwall years ago, and he was supporting me. So I just remember meeting him. He was really nice fella, and we got on really well. He was excited playing with me. And then a few years later, one of my friends out here had some music that they're playing from this guy called Ben Howard. And I'm saying, Ben Howard, is it? Ben Howard from the UK? He's like, I think so. I listened to it. I was like, what? And Ben had blown up with. And so it was just really great. And then I caught up with him again when he came out here. He was playing some shows, and I caught up with him. It was a few years ago now, but I caught him with Ben, and a couple of times he's been back, but not the recent time.
Yeah. I saw him in Perth, actually at the Astor Theatre where you're going to be playing a few months back. Yeah, that was an amazing gig. Yeah. I was that annoying guy who grabbed the set list off the sound man after the show, and he gave it to me and he went, for what it's worth, mate, yeah, you can have it. Because famously, he doesn't to always stick to his set list that he sets out, and he does what he likes basically. And the sound man was getting so frustrated. He was like, "Yeah, you might as well have it," because he was it was no use to me. Sort of.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Sometimes you've got to read the crowd, and you'll do a set list up that you think's going to work, but then you've got to read the crowd. Sometimes you feel like you want them to go up, or either they keep them down. And so I do the same thing. I try to change where I need to, and just do what works for the crowd. But when you're with the band, it's pretty difficult because all the guys are ready to go on a certain song. But I've got to give that call towards the end of the song. I'm finishing going, we're going to go with this one now. I've got to go around and make sure they're aware going, okay. But a good thing they're doing this solo tour is I can do that.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, no bother. All right, Pete, track 4 of your mixtape is, what is a song that you wish you could play to your 18-year-old self?
Oh, that's a good one. I would probably suggest something from Bob Dylan. I got into playing guitar when I was 22, but I hadn't really got onto that music at that stage. And it was only later once I started playing myself, I got into Bob Dylan and Neil Young. And I would play a song like either, is it like what's called? Nobody feels any pain.
Oh, yeah. It's like a woman.
It's like a woman. Lyrically, fantastic. Go listen to this guy and listen to the lyrics.
Yeah.
And Bob's very famous for his lyrics, of course, but his melodies are incredible. His melodies are so sing along. It's really brilliant. So I don't think gets enough credit for that. But they're just amazing. But that song is so beautifully written and real piece of work.
I say the same thing every time it comes up, and I'm definitely going to do it because, like I mentioned at the start, this is episode 99. Once episode 100's out there, I'm going to be doing some social media content, and one of the things I'm going to be doing is statistics of mixtape tracks and where we're at. Bob Dylan is featured in at least 25 of the 100 episodes, either as Bob Dylan, as Travelling Wilburys, or All Along the Watchtower gets picked all the time as a favourite cover version. He's there all over the place. Yeah, easily the most represented artist on the mixtape.
Catalogue, can you?
Yeah.
Bob's catalogue.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. I think it speaks to his influence as a musician, as a songwriter, that he features so heavily. Okay, Pete, for track 5, we'll ask you to pick a love song. If you were making up a mixtape for a romantic interest, you're trying to let someone know you're keen, what song would you use for that?
Let's go John Mayer. I think it's just, give me 1 second, but it's...
No worries.
One of my favourite songs of John's. It's great.
I did this with Ash Grunwald a few weeks back, and he literally sat there with his Spotify open, just picking his songs off of his playlist. Yeah.
It's Slow Dancing in a Burning Room.
Great choice. All right. And finally, Pete, to round out your mixtape, track 6 is something that's maybe you feel is a bit underappreciated. It doesn't get the sort of recognition that you think it deserves.
Yeah. The artists are called Whitney, and the song is called Valleys.
Okay, cool. Tell us a little bit about them.
This is just a really cool track, beautiful melodies. I think they're from the States, these guys. But yeah, Valleys, it's a beautiful song. The singer's got quite a high voice, which just works really well with this. And it just floats along. Got a nice, I think it's a Rhodes one playing on the keys. But beautiful songs. And that's, for me, I feel like that's one that probably should be more recognised.
All right. And just to round out the chat, Pete, future plans, what after obviously this tour's going to take up most of your year, mate, but can we expect any more recordings later on in the year, or what are you going to be doing later on after this tour?
Yeah, there's 2 new singles out at the moment. I'm Fire only came out last week. That's the second one. And the album's going to come out in October.
Okay.
There'll be a few shows around that time just to help promote that album when it comes out. But there'll be band shows. So this whole solo tour goes from May to early September, and then the album comes out in October.
Yeah.
I have some band shows then.
Fantastic. Pete, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you, mate. Safe travels when you're getting around the place, and looking forward to seeing you in Perth, mate. Take care, buddy.
Thanks, Mark. See you soon. Nice to chat.
Absolute pleasure. Cheers, mate. Thank you so much for listening to the Mixtape podcast. All the links that you will need are in the description below. Link to my Patreon, my guest website and social media, my social media, and the link to the Mixtape tracks playlist as chosen by today's guest. Thanks so much for listening. Until next time.